Hi, I'm Jacy Boatman. So I'm a senior at Effingham High School. A lot of my hobbies that I like to do right now is I'm really into working out and nutrition. It kind of sparked during the start of quarantine and I just followed through with it, and I've lost over 30 pounds so far. And so I'm just trying to prepare for college so I can be in like the best shape possible. I really like hanging out with family and friends. A few of my closer friends are probably Macy Ludwig, Jackson Lee, and Drew Thompson whenever Drew gets to come home. I love hanging out with him. He's such a fun dude.
Freshman and senior year of high school volleyball, you've obviously come a really long ways as far as talent for you, JC. Now tell me a little bit about that.
Freshman year was kind of like a difficult year because, I was coming in as a freshman. You have a lot of high expectations. And I was on the varsity team, and I'd get in for back row a little bit. This is when I was at St. Anthony. And so I was really kind of like, I didn't have very much confidence in myself because I always compare myself to other people. I'm like, oh, she jumps higher. Oh, she can hit her spots better. So it just kind of brings me down a little bit. But sophomore year when I moved into Effingham, I was not expecting to even play at like varsity level because I was like, this is a big school, like there's gonna be so much better talent. And I remember the first time the coach brought me up to varsity court, and it was like the first day of an open gym, and I was like so amazed. And then season came around and I had a starting spot, and it really just made me want to work harder. Last year was like, it was a okay year. It was pretty slow, it felt like skill-wise and competitively. Like, we played against really good teams, and I feel like our team wasn't there. And so really kind of brought me down. But then I started club at prime time, and they really developed me really, really good. And, I learned a lot of new skills and how to become a better team player. And so I think that helped me this summer when the whole lockdown happened and we couldn't play. And maybe want to thrive to be a better player for college and for club this year. And I came back, and I'm definitely a lot better than I was last season, and especially freshman year.
How have you handled this crazy time?
I've handled this time as I've really started to focus on myself and stop worrying about what other people think of me and how I think how my body should look and stuff. And I'm just focused on my actual athletic ability. So in the beginning of the year, I started to do a lot of jump training, preparing for my tryouts for club. And then volleyball started to happen, but now everything got shut down again. So I'm really just focusing on my physical ability, doing a lot of jump training and just really being in the best shape I can be for college, because that's the most important to me.
Tell me what school you're going to attend, what sport you're going to play, and what are you going to major in?
I'm going to be attending Millikin University in Decatur, Illinois. I'm going to be a part of the Millikin volleyball team, and I'm going to be majoring in nursing because they have a really good nursing program, and I feel like it's hard to find a school that has good coaching and a really good nursing program where they work together.
What schools had interest in you besides Millikin?
I had a phone call actually with Dominican University, Aurora University, and Judson University, and Cahuca, which is up in New York. And then I had some contact with North Park.
Favorite game that you've been a part of in high school and why?
Definitely in 2018 when we had Carson Fairday, Miranda Fox, Kaya Coolman, Natalie Carey, definitely in our regional championship game that we actually ended up winning, and we were the underdogs coming in. We were playing, I believe it was Matt Toon, and they were supposed to be one of the best in the conference at the time, and so we were going into this we're just gonna give it our all and we're just gonna have fun. And we actually, I think we might have took them into I know it was a super close game, and I just remember the adrenaline rush, and there's pictures, and I remember when we finally pulled it off and we were like, oh my gosh, we just beat Matt, we won regionals for the first time. And I think it was over 5 years. I think it was a pretty long time, and it was just you can see pictures of us jumping, and it was just such an amazing moment. Definitely the two biggest competition teams that we play, I think skill level wise, is definitely T-Town or Mount Zion, because you always know you're going to come in there and it's not going to be a clean sweep game. You're going to have to bust your butt if you want to pull off a win, which is very hard against either of those teams.
Drew Thompson, who's obviously moved to a different state away, Indiana. What does it mean to you that you're not able to talk to him as much as you would like to?
It kind of sucks because me, him, and Jackson were kind of the trio, and now it's down to two, and it kind of sucks because, he's just such a fun, energetic dude, and he really just brings up everyone's spirits when we're around him, and I really miss watching him play basketball.
Knowing about your sister, Jacqueline Boatman, she's obviously working in the news department at WAND in Decatur.
Yep.
What does she mean to you as a sister figure?
As a sister figure, I feel like she definitely has overcame a lot just because of our past stories and everything with family. Like, I feel like she's just really hard, and she worked really hard to get to where she is today. She's a producer at WAND. She's been in Florida working, but they offered her more money to come back here because they missed her. She's just really inspiring because she works hard, and she really deserves everything that she does. The main people I look up to are my parents because they really have done a lot for me to get to where I am today, especially with all the money it costs to go to club and stuff. But athlete-wise, I would really honestly say Miranda Fox, which she probably doesn't know this, but she's just a really hard worker, and she's gotten so far, and she's just always inspired me because she's so nice, and she's just a super hard worker, and she's always motivating people, and she's also at Millikin for basketball, so I've been talking to her a lot.
So who is that one athlete that you're really going to miss not playing volleyball with?
Haley Dively, because sadly she's not going to be here to finish her senior season with us, which is really sad because, she was worked really hard all the time. She was a hustler, and she was just a fun, energetic person to be around, and it was always entertaining. The biggest change, I think, for me is definitely going to be living on my own and having to really function by myself and know, when I need things and when to go get them. But also probably being back, on the low totem pole again, going from a high school senior to now a freshman in college, which is going to be a whole new experience, and I'm just kind of nervous to see how it plays out, but I'm also really excited.
What has volleyball done to change your life?
Honestly, volleyball has done a lot for me because I've been playing this game since I've been really little, actual games. I've been playing since I was really little. I feel like it's made me into, really the person who I am today because I feel like I'm a very independent, strong person, and in volleyball, you always need that one person to lead the group through everything. And I feel like that's kind of me because I like to take charge when I'm on court so I can make sure we get things done and get a win and just get it over with.
You wouldn't have futured your career with volleyball at Millikin. What would you have done instead?
I honestly would have thought about looking at other colleges, but if volleyball really wasn't something I was feeling, I definitely want to focus on my nursing career because I want to go into to be a nurse anesthetist or something along those lines, and I know that's going to take a lot of hard schooling, so I'd really want to focus on my future so I don't have to worry about not being able to support myself or my family. Definitely if I wouldn't have played volleyball, my second choice would have been softball because I just never really thought of softball. I never saw myself playing it in college, but I really like the sport, but I don't put as much work into it outside of school as I do for volleyball.
What is one of your goals to accomplish? What do you see yourself doing in the next 5 years?
Definitely, hopefully graduating college, still in my nursing, getting my basic nursing degree first. And then I really want to go into specializing into other stuff to either being a nurse practitioner or a nurse anesthetist or just a higher level of nursing.
Something about you, Jacy, that not a lot of people know.
Well, I don't have any special talents, but I'm pretty good at manipulating people. So when I was younger, I used to take tumbling classes, and I started to get tired of it because I used to get headaches a lot, and I just honestly didn't like it. I started to not like it anymore. So me and my dad would, to leave my house, say we were going to tumbling, and we'd actually go through McDonald's or go to my grandma's house, and we'd tell my mom that, oh yeah, tumbling was really good, I did blah, 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 blah. And finally the tumbling teacher called my mom and was like, why are you paying for Jacy? She's not coming. And my mom's like, what are you talking about? She's not coming. And then so me and my dad got busted, but it lasted a while. I just want to thank you for doing this interview with me because it really means a lot to know that people do care about where you're going in college, and it's not just oh, she's playing a college sport, it doesn't really matter, but that people actually care. And I just want to thank all my coaches and anyone that's helped me through my whole career of playing volleyball since I was so young, and I just want to thank everyone. Hey guys, you should really follow Rep King Media on YouTube because he's at 837 subscribers and our goal is 1,000, and it's not that hard. All you have to do is go press the subscribe button. He really does a lot for this community and the sporting events just to make sure we're all getting covered, and it's a really good thing that he's doing.